everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. It's Black Friday, and we have Junebug in the house. Junebug is the one who's getting the velvet lion with a full tail. And then Mucha will be getting... Mucha's already a short hair cat, but Mucha will be getting the same style since she's already a tiger. So they're asking for a shorter haircut all around. I'm thinking maybe the blue. That just means the color of the comb, right? Anyway, how's everyone doing? How was your Thanksgiving? If you're subscribing, I'll be able to hear your comments in my Bluetooth in my ear for a more interactive live. Waka. Junebug is being quite the cooperative client. For now, we'll see. We'll see. We'll start with her little butt shave using the One Is All safety clipper is what I call it. Oh, she's got half a tail. See what's back in here. The link for this safety clipper is in the link in my profile, themainlion.live. All kinds of stuff on that link. Alright, so for the velvet, we're going to use the 7F Wall Competition Series blades with the ridges, right? That seems to be the best. That is my official velvet blade. It leaves the length of velvet all over. You can get a velvet lion, velvet liger, velvet tiger, velvet tigon, you know. The velvet just indicates the length that you're asking for. Here at our salon, you have to, when you're asking for something for your cat, if it is a haircut, you have to mention the style. Hi. How are you? To ask for this service request at our salon, you would ask for the velvet, which indicates the length, and then the style, which of course she wants the lion cut. So velvet lion is this service request. And this is Junebug, Miss Prim and Proper, the perfect princess for now. Subject to change because she is a cat, so always subject to change, right? So many steps to the grooming. There's the pre-cut, and then there's the wash, and then there's the drying, and then there's the final finishing. And each cat could have a separate and complete different reaction to any part of those steps. They could be fine for the cut down, not fine for the bath, or fine for the cut down and bath and not fine for the drying. You know, every cat's different, which is why options are a great thing. Options with drying, options with the different techniques you use. The more options you have, the better you're going to be able to accommodate each and every cat client that comes in, right? Let's see. The perfect complement to the velvet is the blue comb in reverse, and that just kind of catches any of the fur. The 7F didn't quite grab the first time. Waka 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 waka. There. Where are we doing that? There. Okay. Welcome to our cat grooming salon. see if we need to get a bed. We'll get her a princess bed. Anyway, Mommy's watching. She's watching the live right now. Wow. See if we can get in here. Alright, up we go. We're going to get in and around her mane. See if she'll let me get in here. She's all curled up. There. Try it this way. Alright, you did it. Do we need to get you a princess bed or no? She's like, I'm good. Will you let me know if you need your bed? I think that might be easier. She's right over there. Oh, thank you, Prob Jax. We're going to save her cute little tail. Get that out of the way. Wow. Alright, you did that side. Are you alright? She's like, I'm good. How about if we get your bed? I think we want to get you your bed. Yeah. We'll give her a little princess bed. There. Wow. She's like, oh yeah, that's better. Alright, let's try and get in here. You see how she's all curled up in a ball? So we're going to try and stretch that leg out just a little bit. All right, let's see. Let's see. Are we there yet? Yep, pretty much. All right, so she's pretty much ready for her bath. That was the initial cut down. She's got half a tail. Thanks, Prop. Wow. All right, you ready? Ready, steady, here we go. She's like, what's happening now, people? What's happening now? Nothing. Just going for a bath. There we go. There we go. Scrub-a-dub-dub. See what that says? Oh, rub-a-dub-dub. Well, it should be scrub-a-dub-dub. Scrub-a-dub-dub. 2 kitties in a tub. There. So her happy hoodie's already on her head. So I can turn the sprayer on. That's a really great technique to counter any sound triggering from the sprayer. So get that water nice and warm. How you doing? She's like, I'm good. Terrified but good. Terrified? What are you afraid of? Oh, I don't know. Just, you know, life in general. When I'm outside my home. Aww. It's alright. It's alright. Alright. This overhead. The only sound is the duck making some bubbles. That's usually not too alarming for a cat. Alright, we're going to start with some pink Paw Paw degreaser on her glorious mane. One of her first beauty treatments, right? She's a beauty. She's a beauty. Hey, Jasmine. Thanks for the sub, Cataline. Cataline. Alright, that's about a 5-minute treatment. So, while that's marinating, we're going to put that back on and do the rest of her. She's fairly short everywhere, so we're going to grab a glove, exfoliating glove. You can get these for $1 at the dollar store. Kala. If I had your name, I would want to be called Cat. It's a cool name. Wow. So how was your Thanksgiving? Oh, this isn't my cat. This is a client. We're in a cat grooming salon right now. This is Junebug. That's her stage name. We give every one of our clients a stage name when they go live, until the owner decides whether they want to, you know, say what their real name is. Wow. 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 Wow, 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 wow. Oh, you like those? Yeah, can you tell my favorite colors? Can you tell what my favorite color is? It's like a fuchsia. This color, my favorite color. Alrighty. Oh, cool. I was, my family was originally from, one side of my family is originally from Germany. I forget how many children he had. He had like 12 children. Isn't that crazy? It's crazy. A lot of children. Alright, so that's done. Alright, let's take this off. Wow. And let's start on our face. She's a little perfect princess, this one. Alright, we just rinsed out that degreaser. And then we're going to use a little rubber nibby. This one. Awesome possum. Yep. Yep. Yeah, we'll be live streaming tomorrow. Yepper. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, she doesn't even have an unwet meow. Right? No unwet meow at all. She's like, alrighty. See you later, Kala. Kala, if I'm saying that right. Kala. Bye-bye. I know you belong to me. Yeah, we're just washing every part of her body twice, right? Twice. The comment was, if I tried to wash my own cat at home, they would go crazy. Probably because you don't know how to groom cats. It's important to have techniques, you know, for each and every cat. I know you belong. Yeah. Just as many dogs hate their baths as cats. They really, you know, I know that. I used to be a dog groomer, right? So just as many dogs react negatively to a bath as cats, right? Only the reaction cats have when they react to something negatively is a little different than how a dog reacts, right? Cats can be a little bit more extreme. But this is a classic water rat. This is what I call a water rat, a cat that looks like they were born on the river. I know you belong to me. Ba, 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 da, 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 da. So when I was a dog groomer, basset hounds were the worst when it came to washing them, right? They hated their baths. You did it. She's like, I did. What did I do? You got your bath. You got your pre-cut. And then you're going to get your dryer box in about 1 minute. I know you belong to me. Ba, ba, da, 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 da. So it's just as important to rinse off the cat as it is to wash them, right? So just make sure it's all rinsed out. Hold on. Good laddie. Good lassie. Good lassie. Alright, let's wrap her up. 3, 2, 1. I did it, Ma. I did it. Alright, this way. I know you. Junebug. You belong. Junebug. Junebug. I know you belong to me. Let us heat up the dryer box. Get that going. Otherwise, when you first start a dryer box like that, it's going to have cold air blowing. Not so comfortable on a wet cat, right? Nope. There. Oh, that's a cool name. Quiet Brooklyn. Deadpool's yeah, that's a really cool name. Oh, there you are. Oh, there you have it. Those are their real names. The owners are up here. I gave Junie, her stage name was Junebug. Junebug. Alright. This one is Junie. Now that you're here on the live, you had requested the blue tiger cut for Mochi, but Mochi's already a short hair cat, and there's not going to be a whole lot taken off if I do the blue. So I could do the blue in reverse. I could do the blue tiger in reverse, or I could just do the velvet. But nice. Nice, nice, nice. Junie. Junie is the perfect little princess. like that you didn't want her to, but she's already a short hair cat. So I'll just go, I'm not sure which one to do. We'll take it one step at a time, I guess. There. Like a little Feline woman, get her hair blown out. Alright, so that dryer. This dryer is the perfect baby step into the velocity dryer, which will help blow out her boots and her tail. So we're going to keep that going and layer in the sound of the other dryer to dry her boots out. See how she reacts. She's the perfect princess so far. Any reaction is any part of her grooming. Use a triple layer just in case of the happy release, starting with the extra small. Wow, come in different sizes, and then that's the large. Wow, and then another large. Wow, there. Okay, turn this on. off for now. Pull this forward a little bit. Now we can get to all of this. Mama Cat. I'm going to call you Mama Cat. Alright, so that's done. A perfect princess. Yes, the perfect princess. There we go. There. We don't have to just put it on low. She's already 90% dry. So we'll just put it in there on low to do an overall damp dry while we work on Mochi. That's what I love most about that dryer box, is that the siblings can just sit there and watch as their brother or sister is being groomed, right? Okay, now we're probably just going to do a blue in reverse for Mochi. We'll see what comes off. Mochi's already a short hair cat, and so the owner has requested a tiger cut. Well, Mochi's already a tiger cut, short hair cat, right? So as far as the length, we're going to look for, most short hair cat owners, they're asking for the velvet tiger, but that's a little bit too short for the owner this time of year, so we're going to do probably a comb attachment instead. So here, let's come over here. There. Let's get this started. Make sure we have everything we need for Mochi's bath. Right? I know you belong to me. We're going to do our warm wash. That's F&T with a little bit of, if you know what Orbis is. I can hold it up for you. You get this by the 7.5 pound tub on Amazon. It's called Orbis. Depending on what temperature, it'll be hard. But when it reaches a certain temperature, it will liquefy. Sometimes it gets really, like overnight, this will be solid rock. So I just microwave it for a minute and then it liquefies it. Okay. And Daryl the Duck. Daryl the Duck. One of the best shampoos. Because not every shampoo froths the same. So, believe it or not, I'm using the Pink Paw Paw hypoallergenic. Guess how much a gallon of this shampoo costs, people? Something just about 90% of groomers would have no interest in spending, right? $177, people. But only the best for the best, right? What the hell is she doing? Gee, I don't know, maybe grooming a cat? on a cat grooming channel? Just saying. Just a guess. Just a guess. Right? Yeah. What was your first clue there, buddy? Hmm? The name of the video? How about the name of the channel? That should have been a dead giveaway. There. The perfect princess. Alright, so the bath is ready. We're going to have everything on standby that we need for Mochi. Be right back. So cute. Alright, we're back with Mochi. Yeah. Alright, beautiful, beautiful cat. We're gonna make a little bed. There. Let's get that in a pillowcase. There. There. Now, when you cut into a cat like Mochi, what you end up doing is you cut off all of the colors and the tips of the cat, right? All of that marking, yeah, it's gonna go bye-bye, right? So, just FYI. Wow. Wow. Start with the nails. I put the happy hoodie on to anticipate a cat who might be a little nervous. It's going to block any kind of sound from the clipper. It'll help to calm the cat 80% of the time. It's about 80% effective for helping you make any part of a cat's grooming better. About 20% of cats, when you try to use a happy hoodie, you don't really see any kind of a marked improvement, so it's not really a technique for them. But it's a great handy trick to know and have. Extra small is the normal size that most cats fit into. That was a size that wasn't even available or on the market. The company had no idea how popular happy hoodies were for cats. They didn't even have a cat on their advertising, right? but then they realized how many groomers were wanting a smaller size for cats, so they came up with the new size, extra small. At the time, I was having to make my own happy hoodies smaller, utilizing tennis sweat bands for your wrist. Yeah. So, anyway. Alright, so starting with a corded clipper. Starting with a corded clipper, with a blue attachment, we're going to go in reverse, take most of this off, right? See the difference in the color and the pattern? So keep that in mind, people, when you're asking for a haircut on some of these patterns of cats. I wonder if it's possible. Let me just see something here real quick. I don't think I can fix it, but let me just see. No, I don't think I have that option. Ah, how about this one? There we go. There we go. Alright, so the owners are watching live. And I just had to turn the comment section off because my feral community is being relentless in their abuse of this channel, right? You think that this live is for you? Yeah. It's a service that we offer to our clients, right? You're more than welcome to watch, but to join this channel just to abuse it, yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go. Wow. 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 Not a whole lot's coming off, so we're going to switch to purple, one step shorter, right, for the tricky bits. There we go. Put this on. Wow. We'll get her on her princess bed so we can get to these tricky bits. There. Alright. Alrighty then. Taking most of the bulk of the coat off using the comb attachments. Wow. Now look what happened. This is tricky, people. You just take it one step shorter and go in reverse, and now you've got a whole nother color change. Yay. You boy. You boy. You boy. Wow, let's try it. Wow. 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 Yeah. Now, there is one blade that you can use if you wanted to bypass using comb attachments. There is one blade that might actually work for this length a little bit better and easier for the initial cut down. And that is the 4F. Let's see what happens with the 4F. It's a little bit longer than the Velvet 7F. See what it takes off. Not a whole lot, people. Not a whole lot. Back to this stuff. Gabby. Gabby. So the purple with the number 4 comb attachment seems to work the best for her particular coat. Wow. Alright, let's see if we can get a little bit better in here. Alright, now let's see if we can turn this back on again. There, live chat is back on again. Hopefully the trolls all went bye-bye. Now for some cats, you want to get most of their style done before the bath. And I'm pretty sure Mochi is going to be a candidate for someone you want to make sure. Oh, they're back. They're back. Yeah. Goodbye. We would love for the owners of these two cats to be able to watch their live streaming of their cats in peace. Yeah, without the input of the feral community, right? Thank you very much. Nothing personal, but you can all just STFU, right? Just saying. Just saying. Especially this particular owner. Couldn't be any sweeter, right? Yeah, she couldn't be any sweeter. She doesn't deserve your shit, people. Okay. sucker. You're just glorious. You're just glorious. There we go. It's gonna be a lot easier to sculpt her fur once she's washed and coiffed. Right now I'm just trying to do an initial cut down. Trying to find what would be the right comb length for her. Right? Okay. Out you go. Alright, that is your initial cut down. Just like a whole different cut. And it looks like crap. Why? Because we haven't washed her yet and we haven't done the final finishing. But, not sure what we're going to do. Because we're fighting against all of the colors and patterns in our coat. So that's what's happening right now. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So what's your favorite? I forgot I have the comment section off. Okay, I'll turn it back on again. There. So what is all of your favorite Thanksgiving movie? What movie comes to mind when you are celebrating Thanksgiving? What's your favorite movie to watch? Mine is Deliverance, right? 1972, Burt Reynolds, John Voight. Who else? The names of most of them. Good movie. That was a holiday movie, wasn't it? Wasn't it around Christmas time? Or was it Thanksgiving? I haven't watched that movie in quite a while. Absolutely. Absolutely. Alright, let's see if we can. Not really sure what I'm going to do yet with the blending of her coat and her colors because she's got so many layers of colors. I know around Easter time, it used to be The Quiet Man. That was the movie with John Wayne and this live stream is not for you, bitch. It's for the owner who requested this, right? It's not for you, bitch. Right? Just saying. you all think you can just insert your opinions. It is, you know, the owner's prerogative. Okay. There. I think we're just about ready for the bath. Sort of. Sort of. Well, that's the pre-cut. Plus, it's gonna look terrible, right? And all you bitches, all of you bitches, yeah, zip it. Don't worry, Mama. Cat, I'll save you from my own feral community. I just somehow bring out the best in people. Yeah. Amazing. It's amazing how I can just bring out the best in people the way I do, right? That's probably not going to work so well, so we'll do the velvet under there. Yeah, sometimes you have to intermatch. We're going to blend the velvet in with that comb cut. Yeah, right in there. Alright, well, do it that way. Actually, we'll use your bed. We'll use your bed to get in there. Yeah, we'll get you. We'll get you. One way or another. What's the matter, bitches? Cat got your tongue? You can't say anything anymore? Oh. By design? Because you don't know when to shut up? Alright, so we're blending with the 7F. There we go. Alrighty then. Are you falling off your bed? Oh my God. Wow. Alrighty. Alright, we'll get her up. Right this way. Right this way. Right this way. Alright, love. Waka. Ready, steady, here we go. Waka. She's like, not the bath. Not the bath. Wow. Wow. Wee. She looks a little concerned. She knows where she's at. She's like, you're going to give me a bath, aren't you? Yep. Yes, I am. It'll be nice and warm. She's like, will it hurt? No. never hurts. Nope, 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 nope. And Daryl with his bubbles. Now all we need is a little glove. This is the best way to wash any kind of short hair cat. Get that started. She's like, no. We'll put a cone on. Wow. Keep her happy footy nice and dry. There. Wow. Let's turn you around. She may not be the best candidate for the pedestal technique, so we may just be inverting the tub and putting her in it instead. Yeah. Let's try it this way. Maybe she'll find a comfort position. You know what the comfort position is? That's when the cat just sits up like a prairie dog and just throws their little paws over the side. Yeah. That's how most cats find a comfortable way of getting bathed when you put them in a little bathing area. Waka waka. Let's do a little bit of that degreasing. That orange shampoo is called F&T, and that helps. That helps to get a really nice clean. Waka waka. Wow. 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 Now, even with that happy hoodie on, she reacted to the sound of that sprayer. So, that may not be enough for her. Now we're just going to get the water nice and warm. Make sure it's nice and warm before we get it on there. Thank you, Daryl. Alright, there we go. Now, what are the chances that she's a bubble bath kitty? Are you a bubble bath kitty? It is a technique. It was for my 4-pound toy Yorkie. She didn't like showers, and the only way you could wash her is if you put her in a bubble bath. So, get that going. Either the cat's going to react to it in a negative way or a positive way, right? Waka waka. You're doing it. You're doing it. Alright. You're doing marvelous. Pop that out. And let's rinse off the first lather. First shampoo. I have my hand right over her shoulder blades. It's not a scruff. We're just applying pressure on these two shoulder blades because she's trying to push up, so you push down, and then it cancels each other out. Waka waka. Waka waka. Wee. Her finishing shampoo is going to be the Le Pooch Puppy, the female fragrance. It's an amazing texturizing shampoo, in case you didn't know that, right? And I'll usually throw in a little bit of that Chubb's bar into that. There. Little bad booties. Whack. 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 Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Good girl. You're doing it. Yes, you are. Make sure that's nice and warm. Alright. Here we go. And rinse. And rinse. You look and smell marvelous. You do. You do. Waka waka. Waka waka. Now, unlike her sister, she has a I'm wet meow. Her sister did not. Right? We gotta get her fully rinsed off, so let's just get her back up on here. Waka waka. I know. I know. And tail. Waka waka. Alright, let's turn you around. You're sitting on your butt. We're going to get that rinsed off. Alright. And your head and neck. There. Go back around. Make sure there's no silk ring around that poppy hoodie and the cone, right? Oh, whoops. We forgot to wash your face. She's like, dope. 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 I know. I know. I know. Yeah, it's not like we can just skip it because I put some degreaser all over her head. Yeah, I would have just skipped it, but yeah. You don't have that option if you've already put a degreaser on. Right? I know. You're so cute. You really are. Tootie. The cuteness overload. The cuteness overload. Mm-hmm. Waka waka. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I know. No, get it. Silly girl. You silly girl. There we go. And rinse. And rinse. And rinse. Good girl. Like that. Good girl. Smart little girl. Smart little girl. There. All got to come out, right? Did we get you? Yeah, gotcha. We got her. Dobby. She's like, it's okay. I forgive you. Good girl. Thank you. You did it. All right, we'll do it one more time. There. All right. And here we go. Where? Wow, wow, wow. Where? Where? Wow, wow, wow. There. And wrap. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1. All done. She did it. Oh my God, the poor. We'll call her the pathetic princess. Her sister's the perfect princess. We'll call her the pathetic one. Because she looks very pathetic and miserable right now. Right? Alright. Yeah. Right this way. Right this way. Alright, on. There. Waka waka. There. Zoom out just a little bit so you can see a little bit better. Waka waka. You're so cute. Yes, you are. You're so cute. Okay. You come out. Like that. Another dry towel. I'm a firm believer in using towels to help maximize the moisture out of your cat's coat, right? Yeah. Yipper. Ready, steady. She's like, what's happening now, people? Well, we're going to do the do-it-yourself stand dryer. Just put it on low. There. That's not so scary, is it? She's like, no, not really. It's all right. Good. Good, good, good. Good girl. Alrighty. The ear. This is the ear cleaner that I use called Tris. And what I did was I soaked the ends of these Q-tips, which helps to clean all of those nooks and crannies. Alright, that's gone. Now we know she's sound sensitive, so we're going to make sure we have at least a triple happy hoodie on her. Triple. 1, 2. We could even do a quad. That's 3. That. And that's 4. Wow. Wow. So that's 4 layers, right? turn it off. She can barely handle that. She's fine with this. Let's turn that up. Alright. I'm gonna let the dryer box do everything else. Waka waka. Where? 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 You stay in there. You stay in there. Alright, so she's ready to come out to get her finishings. And Mochi will have a better time adjusting to that dryer box with her sister next to her side. You know, so I'm not going to pull her out right away. I'm going to let Mochi get used to that dryer box with her sister, and then I'll take the sister out. That's called strategy, people. Something you pretty much want to use when you're working on cats, right? Yeah, it's kind of important that you strategize, right? Because cats are very intelligent beings, right? They will outsmart you at every turn, right? Oh, I'm trying this new mingle. Has anyone tried this yet? Oh, that's right. Comments are off. We'll turn it back on again. There you go. I know, I know. Berry lemon bliss. Lion's mane mushroom, ashwagandha, L-theanine. Mindful ingredients. Kosher, gluten-free, vegan, non-alcoholic. Well, duh. First ingredient, sugar. Yeah. If you were mindful, you wouldn't be putting sugar. You'd be using something else, like agave. If you were mindful, just saying. Good girl. You're such a good sister. You're such a good example for your sister. She said, "I know." Alright, little one. We're going to start with the sister, the black one. The black one was done first, so we just wanted her to spend a little bit of time in there because her sister was a little nervous, right, for that dryer box. So I'm going to let one of them out. This is always tricky. There. There. And zoom out. Alright. Final finishing. Velvet Lion Cut. Velvet is the name of the clipper we're using. The blade, it's a 7F, right? The forbidden blade for cat grooming. Apparently not every cat, apparently every groomer, a lot of groomers, if they're working at a salon or if they're working for somebody else, they're actually forbidden to use the 7F on a cat. Oh, you're very welcome. We're going to figure out what we're going to do with Mochi. The pickup's going to be more like 7:30. Yep. This cat couldn't be any more perfect. So stop gaslighting, bitch. Right? Just saying. Right? She's called the perfect princess because she's a perfect princess. Right? Her sister, not so much. But we're going to let Junebug, that's what I call her, be a role model. We're going to allow this cat to be able to watch and see what's happening. Because cats are copycats, right? You're going to copy. You're going to copy things, right? Alright, butt check. Butt check. Using the safety clippers, the one is all, right? My finishing spray for cat grooming is the Pink Paw Pal grooming spray. I buy it by the gallon. Okay, let's see what's happening with your knee there, little one. Hitting any of the Black Friday sales today? Boy, is that going to be a thing of the past, because everyone just shops online now, right? Shut up, bitch. STFU, little one. And I'm not talking to the cat. If you can't behave, I will help you. Are we there yet? She's like, almost. Almost. Sometimes that sanitary clip, if you're using the 10, it can have a stark line where the velvet meets it. So I go in reverse with that velvet to blend that in just a little bit better. Alrighty then. Let's see. Unlike with dog grooming where they just stand there so you can like go over all of their final finishings, cats aren't going to stand there to let you go over your, the work. So you kind of have to put them in positions to stretch their body out. There. There. She's like, are we there yet? Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much, little one. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. If you're wondering how to get those boot lines in with the 7F, same way, same exact way you do with the 10. Same exact way. Got her arm all curled up. Let's try to stretch that out just to be able to get somewhat of a decent. Sometimes I'll roll the cat over to the side and hang over the side of the table to get into that area. You did it. Alright, let's flip her out. We're going to use the ooh-ah. That's this little dryer. Alright, so June bug is all done. Hopefully the sister kind of has a better idea of what's happening. I'm fighting all of her different colors. Each layer of her coat is a different color. So sometimes when you go halfway, like you're trying to do a comb cut on a coat like Mochi, it can be a little tricky. There. There. All done. Let's see. Let's see what we got. What we got. What we got. You did it. Wee-hee. All right. Wee-hee. You're just too good to be true. And your little perfume. Your little perfume. Anyone know what's in there? Wow, wow, wow. What's that? It's called VIP. I know. Yeah, you will never have the pleasure of speaking on my channel again. Bye-bye. Alright, say goodbye to June bug. Alright, so there's June bug in her carrier. We sprayed that with some Feline. And then we're going to give her a few cookies. Greamies. Greamies comes in chicken, tuna, and catnip. And then we put on a little interactive toy for her to keep her mind occupied while she's waiting for her mom to pick up, right? Okay. Alright, now, what are we going to do with this one? Good question. Good question. Each part of her coat, when you go down into it, is a different color, right? A little tricky to do a comb cut on this particular coloring and pattern. You're better off just doing a velvet, right? But we're going to figure out how to make this work. Alright, there. Ready, steady, here we go. Out you go. Out you go. She's like, now what? You gonna come out? She's like, no, I'm fine. Alright, okay, here you go. Little princess cut. We'll start with something we know she likes, which is her face. So we'll start with something we know that she likes, right? Uh-oh. Hey, Shuji. 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 What are you doing? He's like, nothing. Doesn't do nothing. All right. Okay. Now, up in here. Up in here. Alright, so now what are we going to do? Don't know yet. Don't know. Yeah. You know, the purple in reverse is the same as the velvet. This in reverse is the same as the velvet blade, pretty much, right? So, sorry Mom, there's just no way I can make this work. So, let's get the heater on. Let's get the heater on. Just come out of a nice warm box, so I don't want her to get a chill. I'm gonna put this on. She's a little sound sensitive. There. Alright, so we're down to, just so you know, Mommy, we're down to the reverse purple to try to get the colors to work and blend correctly. And the purple in reverse is exactly the same as the velvet. So, sorry Mom. I'm just going to go with the velvet. It's the only way to make this work. It's not her. It's more her coat that I'm coming up against some issues with being able to provide a comb cut with a medium length. Yeah, she's doing pretty good. Lord have mercy. Okay. We'll get there. Bye-bye, bitches. Bye-bye, bitches. All of you. Here, for the remainder of this live, just so, you know, people who are watching this on playback, my feral community is notorious. So, and we're getting a lot of wah, 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 wah. So, wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Not anymore. Waka waka. Wow. Wow. See that? I don't think I've ever had a short hair cat owner ask for a comb cut with this particular pattern and coloring. Most short hair cat owners are asking for the velvet cut, right? Otherwise, I would have told you, yeah, you're probably not going to be able to get that. There. Blend, 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 right? So she's fine. It's just the coat itself. Now I know for future reference. This is something I don't have a mental note of. Alright, ready, steady? Get up. Good girl. Good girl. Right. Leg up. She said no. Alright, Mom, you can start heading back. She's going to be ready in about 5 minutes. Alright, let's get in there. Last leg. Yeah, let's get in there. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay. Alrighty then. I'm going to take her off the bed. Wow. Wowza, 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 wowza. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. Ooh, was this? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright. She's blended as well as I could do it. Right? Given the colors that we're working with. Every time I went a little bit into the coat, it changed colors. There really is no option other than a 7 or the reverse 4, the purple. Same, it's pretty much the same exact thing, right? Pretty much the same exact thing, right? All right, let's look at your face. Waka waka. You made it through. Bless you too. We're all sneezing. Mochi, you got some strong mojo. She said I do. Yepper. Bless you, Shuji. Now, her tail. That was her original color all over, right? And as you go into the coat, you start to get different colors. The tip is black, and then you go into like an orange, and then it goes into like a darker brown. So, Waka, you would never. She's like, I would. Why are you trying? Escape is futile. Really? Alright, before she says no with her teeth, we're going to put that comb back on, just in case. Not that she would, but just in case. Alright. Let's hope that that happy hoodie calms her down just enough for me to finish. Alright, all done. You did it. Voila. 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 Are we there? Are we there yet? Yeah, that was tricky. We won't be doing that again. Right? Alright, say goodbye to Mochi. Wow. She's like, fuck you too, people. Wow. Wow. Alright, we're good. Alright, thank you so much. Hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. And hope you get some nice Black Friday sales today. And we'll see you tomorrow. Our normal salon hours, which is New York time, is 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Wednesday through Sunday. So we'll definitely be doing lives tomorrow. Just about every day we go live on UBTube. And then, of course, our live streaming platform has the ability to go live on pretty much any social media app that's listed in our live streaming platform. So it's about 5 up right now, but we're probably going to include about 20 because everyone has their own preference of what social media they like to go on. Some people are Facebook people, some people are Insta people, some people are TikTok people. So we'll usually offer that to our clients if they have a preference. Otherwise, our default setting is right here on YouTube. So anyway, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.